thinking you're fucking smarter than me. Don't ever make that mistake again, son.
Welcome back to the universe of power. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Please like, comment, and subscribe for all things within the Power universe. In the last month, we have gotten announcements for the beginning of a new spin-off series, as well as an unpredictable ending of another. Later on in the video, I will break down what this all could really mean for the future of the Power universe, as well as why I wouldn't necessarily write off seeing Tariq and Brayden along with two other characters continuing within the Power universe after Season 4 ends. But first off, I will break down a few key scenes from the brand new trailer for Season 4 of Power Book 2 Ghost, and give my analysis and prediction as to what is taking place in these scenes. Without further ado, here we go. In this first shot of the trailer, it seems as if Tariq and Brayden are surrounded by Noma's henchmen. I think that Noma may have located where Tariq and Brayden were hiding, and had her henchmen force Tariq and Brayden to come to one of her locations. This is probably why Tariq and Brayden are looking around observing their surroundings. Because in the scene directly after, we see Effie and Kane looking as if they were waiting for Tariq and Brayden. In the next scene, we see attorney Davis McLean in the middle of a conversation on his phone until he gets interrupted by someone. If I had to guess as to who the person was, I would say that it is most likely Detective Carter showing up to question him about the death of his brother, as well as questioning him about his relationship with Tariq and the Tejadas. In the next scene, we see Drew walking away from Monet. This is most likely a scene of Drew telling Monet that Tariq was the one who shot her. Even though we all know, Tasha actually pulled the trigger. But judging from the look on Monet's face, I don't think that she fully believes that it was Tariq. In another scene, we see Kane at some type of gathering where he looks surprised at whoever is walking into the party. I'm not quite sure who this could be. Maybe Tariq, or even Brayden. In the next scenes that follow, we see Diana most likely paying her respects to her father Lorenzo, and we see Noma appear to be concerned or worried about her daughter more than likely. I have a strong feeling Tariq will still be able to get to her daughter Anya Covington midway through the season and use her as collateral for something. In the scene after this one, we see Monet screaming at the top of her lungs, and I believe that this could be her reaction to either Drew getting taken out, or her learning that Tasha was the person that actually shot her. Last season I predicted that Drew would be taken out. I believe that more than likely Drew will finally meet his fate this season. Next we have a scene showing Tariq at a standoff with what looks to be a female. And I think that the other person aiming at Tariq could be Monet. If we take a look at the background, it looks very similar to Monet's house. We all know that it is only a matter of time before we see Monet confront Tariq, and I think that this could actually be the scene where this takes place. But on the other hand, if the other person is not Monet, then I would have to guess that this would be Effie. The next few scenes that follow show what seem to be Diana and Drew running away from someone outside of a motel. My guess is that this could be the result of a robbery or deal gone wrong. We also see Detective Don Carter meeting up with someone, which could be Monet, to question her about the shooting. The next scene shows someone throwing money into a bag while Brayden and Tariq are walking behind them. My early prediction is that Noma will still require Tariq and Brayden to move product for her. I believe that Noma will blackmail both Tariq and Brayden by threatening to take out Tasha, Yaz, and Brayden's family. Keep in mind that Kane still knows where Brayden's family lives, and I think that he will inform Noma of this. The next scene shows what I believe is product being set on fire inside a van. This could be something that Tariq and Brayden did to send Noma a message. Now in this next scene, I believe we are seeing Kane and Obi fighting to the death for the top spot under Noma's organization. In the Season 4 synopsis that recently came out, it says that Kane is seizing at a chance for promotion within Noma's network. And I believe that this is exactly what is taking place in this scene. In the second to last scene from the trailer, we see Tariq shooting someone as he is standing over them. Judging by the look in his eyes, Tariq is probably taking out someone that he really didn't want to. which is why I believe this could be Tariq taking out Effie. We all know Effie has been earning her death ever since the very beginning, and I think that it all ends for Effie in this final season. Now to the final scene. There have been a few predictions that I have gotten wrong in the past, but if you check out my predictions that I gave for Season 3 of Power Book 2, then you will see that the majority of them actually happened last season. And as I predicted in my endgame for Tariq video, I predicted that Tariq will get Club Truth without even graduating from Stansfield. And as this final scene in the trailer shows, it looks like yet another prediction of mine will become a reality this season. I believe that Tariq convinced RSJ to pull a few strings and make a deal with Simon Stern to get Club Truth back to Tariq. But I also believe that RSJ might have full ownership of the club with Tariq as a co-owner and business partner. Now before the trailer cuts away, we see a person in what looks to be in a suit approaching Tariq. And I am almost 98% sure that this person is none other than Ghost. Now whether this is a dream sequence or actually Ghost in real time, I won't be 100% sure until we get another trailer for Season 4. But yet again, as I predicted in my very first Ghost Town series, this seems to be another prediction of mine becoming a reality. And for anyone that is still in denial, just put 2 and 2 together. First we heard a rumor of Ghost being on the set for Season 3 of Force, then we get an announcement of a new spin-off titled Origins, which is centered around a young Ghost and Tommy, and now we see this scene. I think all of the signs are pointing to Ghost returning. Now when it comes to this being the final season of Power Book 2, I believe that 2 things can be true. This may really be the final season for the series. But I also wouldn't rule out Tariq and Braden relocating to Chicago after this season to be a part of Force. I also wouldn't rule out there being another spin-off centered around Tariq, Braden, Tommy, and Ghost. Whether it be in London or California. The showrunner for Power recently did an interview where he states that it would be cheaper if they kept one character and based a new spin-off around that character, rather than shooting multiple seasons of the same spin-off. What I took from this is that there will more than likely be another spin-off announced after the end of Power Book 2. Just like we saw when the original Power series ended. I believe we could see a promotion for Origins and another spin-off after the finale of Season 4. People forget, Sasha Penn was asked on the Crew Has It podcast about a spin-off centered around Ghost and Tommy over a year ago, but he kept circling around the question with the same reply saying we'll see where the story goes. This makes me believe that Origins was already set in stone over a year ago. With Power Book 2 having big names like Mary J. Blige, Method Man, and Lorenz Tate, Starz had to pay them a heavy sum of money for them to be a part of the last 3 seasons. These are well-established actors and musicians, and I would imagine Starz would rather end the current series and start a new one with lesser-known supporting actors. And in Michael Rainey's recent Instagram Live, he says that he never knew anything about Season 4, being the final season. He also says that the ending of Season 4 will be ending with a cliffhanger. Which makes me believe that Michael already knew about Season 4 being the last season. I also believe that Michael is already well aware of plans for another spin-off if Season 4 ends with a cliffhanger. As I have said before, every actor in Power has to sign an NDA agreement with Starz. What this means is that they can't give any inside information about the show or future plans until Starz is ready to make it known to the public. So I wouldn't rule out Power continuing in a new city after this season, especially with the showrunner of Force, Gary Lennon, recently extending his deal with Lionsgate. Now with the announcement of the Origins spin-off, I believe that Power Book 2 may not be the only spin-off coming to an end. I also believe that Raising Kanan, and possibly even Force, could come to an end as well. Tune into my next video where I will not only give my predictions for Power Book 5 Origins, but I will also be sharing my predictions for how Power Book 3 Raising Kanan will end. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for all things within the Power universe. See you all next time in the universe of Power.